Hi everyone, Ken Stewart at HearCare Audiology. We're talking about what's involved in a hearing test. And the first part is to ascertain the health and integrity of the auditory pathways. We talked about how you need to have clear channel leading inside the ear. We talked about this space being your middle ear, being kind of the mechanical room. Now we're talking about the third part of the ear we call the inner ear or the nerve. This nerve really has two parts. This controls your balance. This portion controls your hearing. This whole nerve is full of dense fluid, and inside that fluid there's about 20,000 little cilias or hair cells. They kind of look like a hair on your hand, but microscopically, obviously. And what's amazing is that each one of these little hair structures controls a pitch or a tone. So those hairs in your ear, kind of like the hairs on top of my head, can change over time. That can be caused by just simple aging process, by toxic noise, by medications, lots of things that can damage that nerve. And in fact, 90% of all hearing loss happens because of atrophy or damage to this portion. Here at HearCare, we've got a couple different ways where we can assess that. Many of you know the hearing test is done in a sound booth. Our procedures allow us to tell us whether hearing loss may be caused by typically a temporary condition or more of a permanent damage to the nerve. We also have a machine that's called otoacoustic emissions. That's a big word, otoacoustic emissions. It's a machine where we put a probe, simply put a little probe tip in your ear canal. This machine actually sends a signal all the way down to the inner ear. It gets those hairs we talked about excited, and we actually measure the emission or the sound coming back out of the ear, and it allows us to very quickly ascertain the health and integrity of the inner ear.